everybody? How you doing today? It's another glorious Sunday. I'm excited to be out here. And I've been riding the bike a lot more recently. I just haven't filmed it all. And I know what I said last video, I wanted to ride to work and film it, but I rode to work twice, didn't film it at all. I ended up doing was just enjoying the ride into work and home. I mean, the real reason that I rode the bike is right now in our neighborhood, they're doing our roofs. They're doing like literally my roof. And that means that all the parking spots in front of our place are blocked up by all the equipment. I got a nice spot right in the front for my truck. And then I ended up driving the bike to work 2 days in a row so I didn't have to move my truck in case I needed to load it up. And yeah, I didn't film it. I probably should have, but enjoying those rides, trying to get myself prepared for life, you know. And yeah, this week at work has also been pretty good. I mean, I do hope all of y'all's weeks are good. Keep in mind, I usually record these a few days ahead, so I'm not even really sure what day it is right now. All I know is it's Sunday, the 20-something of January. But yeah, this week at work, it wasn't as bad. Some of my projects were good. They got put through. But yeah, I should probably go get some fuel. I passed a gas station right as I was starting the video. I probably should have filled up there, but it was reading like I had more fuel, so I didn't. So now I'm going to swing back around to that gas station because it's one of the better ones. Then we'll decide to go from where to go from there. Nothing beats being on a bike, being in the elements. There goes a Suron. Popping wheelies. I wonder if that's the same guy I saw a few videos ago. Probably is. It's basically the same road. I'm trying out some new GoPro settings today. I hope it's good. I mean, when I was in the room setting up all the settings, it didn't look great, but that was mostly because I wasn't outside yet. Also, this week in the world, everyone in the US is freezing, except for sunny Florida. My friend in Georgia had snow. We are at 80-degree weather, and honestly, it kind of sucks. I'm always going to ride with gear on, and maybe I need to find some better gear for the heat, but like, I don't know how I'm going to do it during the summer when it's hitting 90 degrees outside, unless I'm on just a long road, without any lights. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'm going to swing around, because neither of these people are doing anything right now. That one's out of service. That person's walking away. Whatever. I'm gonna go to a different gas station. That is a nice bike. And one of these days I will have a cruiser. I know I've probably said that before, but I mean, that just speaks to it, right? It's an absolutely gorgeous day to be out here. By the time I get to this other gas station, I probably would have gotten gas at the first one, but I don't know. I just wanted to be on the road. It's such a beautiful day when you're moving. It's a little hot when you start standing still. Figure I'll just go to this Wawa. Yeah, what's been going on in y'all's weeks? How have y'all been doing? It's been pretty good in mine. 2 gallons? That sounds about right. Man, I do like the bike. Looks pretty clean. May as well take some photos. Don't get too often enough. There is a lot of semis in that parking lot. I actually, back when I had a manual Mustang, I tried to teach my wife how to drive manual in that parking lot. There was a few times she was getting it, and I think she like understood, but it also just is a little overwhelming if you don't understand what you're doing. Right now I don't have a manual car. We never did it again. We should have, but I'll teach her one of these days, and who knows. Maybe if I end up getting another bike, maybe I can teach her how to ride a bike. Where do I want to go today? I don't know. I'll figure something out. I do really desperately need to clean my bike. It's just kind of been sitting, and with the roof construction going on, there's been a lot of debris flying around. All of our car, my wife's car is disgustingly dirty. My truck's disgustingly dirty. The bike is dirtier than I wish it was, but what are you gonna do? They should only be here. I think they're hopefully gonna wrap up this week. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll ride the bike into work one or two more times this week. Keep the trend going, keep my truck parked in the same spot. It felt pretty good to ride it to work. As much as the truck has held strong over the last year and a half I've owned it, it's just not fun to drive. It gets me there, you know, and I still don't want to go into the mall. I'm even just looking ahead, that looks awful. And I know last time I came up this way, I went that way, turned left here. So let's see what's going on to the right. Orange County Corrections. That's where I'm pretty sure Casey Anthony was held. And oh, what a big deal she was. She tried to make like a social media comeback not too long ago, which I think is crazy. I mean, the fact that she didn't even get convicted is something I'll never understand. But I went to high school over this way, and because we were so close to the jail, every once in a while we just go under a random lockdown. Yeah, there it is. I haven't been this way in a long time. No, I think I'm gonna go back this way. John Young is a huge road with a lot of traffic on it, but it's like 40 miles an hour, 35 miles an hour for most of it. And it's like, it's a 6-lane road. I mean, to me, that just doesn't make sense. But all the time, there's these cops that would just sit there with a radar gun. They were motorcycle cops, would sit there with a radar gun. And there was one time, I was just sitting, waiting to make a left turn right at the corner where the cops were sitting. And bigger cop, he shot his radar at the cars coming around the corner. It was a blind corner. But yeah, he just walked out right into the middle of the road. Put his hand up, telling them to stop. Also, this person is going real slow. It's 40 miles an hour. But he just walks out into the middle of the road and puts his hand up like, stop. I don't know why you just walk in front of traffic like that. I mean, that's not even the worst part, right? The car he was waving at to stop flashed their sirens and you just walked right back off. Which, like, I get if he was on a call, but it was an undercover charger. But even still, like, you're speeding. I'm not saying cops should get tickets necessarily, but I do think that they shouldn't be able to just speed without consequence. Even if it's not an immediate ticket. It does annoy me when, like, cops think they are above the law and just speed around, but hey, if I'm on my morning commute and there's a cop going 80 miles an hour on the 408, I'll be right behind him going 79. But this bike really did pull through for me this week. It's a pro at commuting. I mean, that really is what it's made for. I made it back to Holden already? Okay, let's see what's straight. I think if I turned left, yeah, if I turned left, I'd head back to where I was. This bike is pretty good at what I believe is the main job of a naked. Of course, I am exposed to winds, and I didn't realize how exactly bad that would be until I got one. It's not the worst thing in the world. I do think that this seating position is better than any other bike I've ridden. I mean, I guess a cruiser, what, you'd be leaned back with your feet out like that? That wouldn't be that bad either. Oh, I guess all I can turn is left here. This thing rocks at commuting. It's a pretty chill drive to work. If you watch one of my videos, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, I filmed while riding home. It was a pretty chill ride. There's not a lot that goes on. It really depends on the time I'm leaving though. The route that I like to take goes through a few school zones, which if you catch the school zone while kids are walking to school, you gotta slow down. Which is for the safety of the kids, and I'm not against it. It's just when I'm already on an hour ride into work, I'm not a huge fan of slowing down. I think I am lost. There is always, even if I don't record like me talking on my commute into work, I really should just start filming it when I ride into work. You see a whole bunch of crazy stuff just on the roads. There was someone, I guess they were backing out of a business, but they literally just backed up and they were just in the lane, like right in front of me. I mean, it was a 2-lane road, right? 2 lanes going this way, 2 lanes going that way. But I was able to get into that left lane and pass them. But they were just backed up, facing the wrong way in this line of traffic. It would be like if that car in front of me was just turned around. Yeah. Got the kid waving at me, but the dad probably hates anything that's not a cruiser. Hope everyone there is okay. Yeah, they all look fine. I think this takes me back up to John Young. It is a blessing to be in a place that you can pretty much ride year round. I mean, again, I'm not looking forward to the heat, but my friend sent me an image of his car under snow, and yet here I am, clear sky, beautiful day, albeit a little hot. It will make, I mean, I don't think I ever want to leave Florida. I do want to leave Florida, but for reasons I probably never will. But I mean, this is something that I've definitely taken for granted my whole life. Some points of the year it's super wet, but most of the time, I mean, Florida's the sunshine state for a reason, right? There's a lot of sunshine a lot of the time. How come no one ever told me how actually easy it is to ride a motorcycle? All I've heard my entire life is how dangerous it is. And like, I get it. I am taking a risk every time I hop on. But Florida is an interesting place to want to start riding motorcycles to, especially this area. I think there's 5 cities in Florida that are in the top 10 worst places to drive in America. I think Orlando is 5th. I think Tampa is 3rd and Jacksonville is like 2nd as of a recent-ish study. And I mean, to be fair, when I got my driver's license, it was all done in a parking lot. Didn't have to go on the actual road. And really all I had to do was accelerate and then brake when they told me to without skidding. I had to do a 3-point turn in a sort of tight area, but not really. And then I had to pull into a parking spot. I'm pretty sure that's all I had to do, besides like also check the lights of the vehicle, make sure I knew how to like put on my turn signal. Seems really dumb looking back at it, just how easy it was to get. And it does kind of worry me that if all of these drivers around me are from here, that's all they had to do too. But I can be safe. And you are really supposed to have, I think it was 50 hours of driving logged with a parent or guardian or someone over the age of 25 or 21 or something like that. And I definitely did. I mean, right when I got my permit, I basically became my mom's chauffeur. So that was easy. But like, I know some people who never set foot behind the wheel of a car before they turned 16. They had their permit, and then they walked away with their license and started driving on Florida roads. I mean, to me, that's crazy. I do wonder what the licensing tests are like in other states. I mean, I didn't even have to parallel park. The first time I ever parallel parked was when I went into downtown for something in high school and just was forced to. Oh, heck yeah. I hope they have fun on that today. Did I just shift from 1st to 3rd with one pull up? Gosh. That is an interesting looking house. It's so modern. And none of the other houses around it are modern like that. I don't know. I think you should always try to match the vibe of the area you're in on the outside. On the inside, do whatever the heck you want. Sometimes you just never know the people you're going to meet, right? And it's something I've thought about a lot. One of my best friends was a random roommate when we moved in freshman year. And some of my friends across the country, some I met online, some I met at a summer camp, some I met during my gap year program. I don't know. It's just crazy what going up to someone saying hi, what that can turn into, right? A few years ago, I did a road trip from, I left here in Florida, went straight north up to Illinois, and then I started following all of historic Route 66 that was left. And because of a lot of the connections I've made throughout my life, I had a place to stay in most of the states that I went to. And that was pretty sick. I stayed with two of my friends from the internet. One of them, it was the first time I ever met him in person. I stayed at some people I went to summer camp with who I hadn't seen in literal years. And it was just all being open to the people around me, right? I really don't know how long I'm gonna ride. I don't even know how long I've been riding. My camera is still recording, luckily. That adventure bike's still there. I do want to get a microphone exclusively to use for recording my exhaust. Right now, whenever I do a pull or anything like that, I just kind of go to my GoPro's mic instead of my Cardo mic. And it doesn't always sound the best because of wind noise. And I know some things that some people do that would probably be beneficial, but I don't know, I'll get there one day. And KLR. I've been looking at a few of those on Facebook Marketplace. Again, not having the space to store some bikes. I do think my order of stuff I'm gonna get, right? I have this. This is gonna be my main riding around bike for a while. Getting around town, going to work. I think next I will get a dirt bike. I mean, I have a truck to transport it. I'd love to be able to go on some trails. After that is where I don't really know. I should get like an actual proper sports bike at one point. I think that'll be my jump to four-cylinder bikes. Will probably be a sports bike. And then after that, a cruiser. Gosh, I hate brick roads. Gosh, this is not the way I wanted to go. I could never live on a brick road like that. Oh my gosh, finally. This may be the end of my video for today. I've been on the bike for a while. My butt's starting to hurt. Maybe I should try to get that MT-07 comfy seat that I saw online. But, I mean, overall, it's not a bad bike. It's not uncomfortable. And the seating position is pretty good, generally. There's just not a lot of cushion. But, you know, I will take this thing on a trip sometime. Again, hope everyone's live's going well. If you made it this far, good for you. Sorry you just listened to me ramble about a whole bunch of random stuff for I don't even know how long right now. Love yourself. Love others. Try not to spread hate in the world. You don't know what someone else is going through. Go ahead and call your mom. She probably misses you. Call your dad. He probably misses you. Yeah. Bye.